Toyo Poppy coming to you live from Birmingham, Alabama. We're here, sound on the hill. I got my dog Paper Man with me, and we're with the one, the only Dear Silas coming to us by way of Mississippi, man. Big things going on. We got a tour going down. And so we prepared a few questions, man, to try to get to know a little bit more about Dear Silas, what he's got going on, what he's bringing to the people. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. Paper, I'm gonna let you kick it off with the first question.
Sure. All right. So how do you measure success now in an industry that increasingly quantifies the success rate in the industry?
Like where everybody's just talking about numbers, man. Like everything's become a numbers game now. But for you personally, like what is success to Dear Silas these days?
Man, I look at myself, I look at the old version of myself as a gauge to my success, you know what I'm saying? My old self versus where I'm in right now, even if it's the yesterday version of myself. And not even just on the numbers or metrics scale or whatever, just me personally, like how I feel mentally, you know what I'm saying? How I'm doing, if I'm balanced right now. Just my happiness, man. That's how I measure success, you know what I'm saying? Whether I'm happy and the people around me happy. Cause yeah, you can't get lost in the sauce, you know what I'm saying? Trying to worry about everything that's going on in the industry. Cause yeah, I mean, it's a crazy industry. Like you literally get graded, you know what I'm saying? But it's like at the end of the day, man, I can't even worry about myself. I'm gonna lead by myself. So I can't really get too caught up in what everybody else think of me. It's all about how I feel about myself.
That's the right answer.
Man, if there's a right answer, that sounds like the right answer to the T. So, like, we're gonna kind of jump into some stuff about the music. So we're gonna be hopping around a little bit from music to your inspirations to your personal life. And so we here at the Carver Theatre in Birmingham right now. And so just because we do our research, we know that you're a jazz fan and a jazz scholar, really. So like for you, what's it mean to be playing a show here on your tour? And then how does jazz still make its way into your creative process today?
I mean, it's a historical, you know what I'm saying, platform, you know, to be here. So I'm excited about that. Even just taking the tour earlier and just seeing all the jazz musicians that came before me. You know, jazz is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's all rooted in that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like we just doing our version of it right now. But just for me to still be able to incorporate the instrumental side into it, I feel like it's just bringing things full circle. You know, and just also showing other people too, like, man, you can be a hip hop artist, but you can still be able to pick up an instrument and incorporate that into what you got going on.
And I can appreciate that as a creator myself, as an artist myself, just the showmanship going into the show. You know, it's not just rap over the beat or rap over the song, but just adding extra dynamics to it. So
absolutely.
So shout out to y'all for the intention that's going into that. Kind of another angle on just your music and your approach. So two things we were looking at is like instrumental choice and then cadence. Okay. So it's like for you in particular with your like production and your collaboration with Fly Walker, more specifically, what do you feel it is that just makes that collaboration go well together?
Well, for one, man, just good energy. You know, just working with people that you're familiar with, working with people that you got a good relationship with. You know, we got a really solid foundation. So I think that for one is important. Number two, man, I think he understands me and I understand him. Being from the country helped a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, you from the country, you know, it's just like you walk in the room, you know, I might not know y'all personally, but then I see y'all, I feel like, you know, my cousin, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, it's just a different type of love in the South. So, you know, he from Memphis, you know, I'm from Mississippi, so it's like, it's love, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, just like, yeah, like, it kind of works so good, it's effortless. And I think that like that's how I approach music. I don't ever want to feel like I'm working too hard. So yeah.
Alright, I got another one for you. Like, are there any songs that came from like a freestyle session that's like surprising to you? Like it ended up becoming a real song?
Man, at this point about 75% of yeah, I mean, Skirt was definitely a freestyle. Yeah, that's my dog.
Man. Wow, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, pretty damn near about 90% of Cadillac Living in July was just like all freestyle. But I'm trying to think of joints that was like when I was with, yeah, that's my dog, man. I was just in the crib and my dog walked in. I was like, that's my dog.
You know what I'm saying?
I said, oh shit, let me hit record. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I just went in and finished it. But yeah, man, that's kind of like going back to the last question you asked. That's kind of just that directly coincides with like my approach to everything right now. I just don't want it to feel like work no more. So I've been just really like lately, I just go with whatever feels good, and I just try not to, because I used to second guess myself a lot, and I used to be like, that's hard, but I can go harder, you know what I'm saying? And I end up not putting it out, you know. But just because I've been trusting myself, you know, it's been working out.
That's what one of my friends been showing me, like, man, hey, once you put it down, just trust your words, because you're gonna tell your story the best.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
with that, and I want to double tap on that question a little bit. So freestyle versus the penmanship, right? For you creatively, what's the biggest difference in the final product that you see from kind of just going into it and letting it flow versus really sitting down, putting your brain power, time, and attention into it?
Yeah, so I guess the biggest thing is really like when I'm just going off top, I think I can be a little freer, you know what I'm saying? And I think the coolest thing is just like cool accidents happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Versus like when I'm writing, because I'm a heavy cadence guy. So, you know, I can write words all day, but I want the words to feel good. Like I'm the type of dude where, like, you ever been listening to a song and you try to tell somebody, man, it's a song, I want to tell you about this song, but I can't remember the name of it. You like, you go like, and like, oh yeah, and it's like, you don't know the words, but you know what it sounds like, it feel good. So for me, you know, the freestyle aspect, it gives me that edge to just be able to just come up with words and stuff that feel good. But man, just sitting down with writing, man, writing is always just super introspective, and it makes you feel good on the inside because you're really getting to get out, you know what I'm saying, what you're going through, and just, you know, kind of construct it however you want.
what would you say is the most underrated thing about being an independent creative right now?
The underrated thing? I guess the most underrated thing is like you do what you want to do when you feel like doing it. You know what I'm saying? You don't really got to answer to nobody. You know, I done played both sides. Like I've been on a major, been independent, you know, done a partnership thing. And you know, you just got full reign, you know what I'm saying? Just completely be you. Nobody coming in and say, I think maybe you should try this, you know, because there's always a lot of people around you that want to tell you how you think you should develop your sound. And I'm really big on like, now I know me, I know what I want to do, and I know where I want to go with this. And you may not understand this, but by the time you get it, everybody gonna get it. So just trust it. Yeah, so I would say that.
Okay, so earlier you said how you a cadence guy, right? And that makes such a big difference. I think, like you said, with just song recall, right? Folks being able to remember what you presented to them. So with your cadence being so unique, like, is there a time or a moment or a specific song that you remember where it's like, I think I found my sound or I found my voice, and we gonna, like, it's stuck?
Sheesh, a specific song. I don't know what you think. I don't know. Let me see.
Out the way.
Out the way.
Don't get started.
I feel like kind of. My dog used to sing the song. I feel like out the way in a sense, but at the same time, I feel like out the way is like a remnant of something I've already been doing. But I just kind of decided to just stick with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I done played with so many different type of flows, and those are the ones I had the most fun with. But I didn't really just like land in there and just like, okay, I'm gonna fully create from this space. But again, I feel like just going to the mic let me like unleash that, you know what I'm saying? Instead of thinking about it too hard, you know, just having fun. So yeah.
Man, you gotta have fun with
Yeah,
what you do. You're gonna be doing it. You gotta have some fun.
Don't overstress yourself. All right,
Sure.
I guess. What do you hope people feel when they hear a Dear Silas record played?
Oh man, I just want them to, first and foremost, you know, I want there to be like a sense of relatability, you know, to know that like, you know, I'm human. You know, I want the music to feel like, because it is, I want people to feel that it's coming from a real place. I want it to feel like I'm some character or it's this world I'm painting that's fake. You know, I want it to feel authentic, but I also want people to feel I want them to feel good about themselves. Like I want them to like love themselves more. I want them to feel like they can do whatever it is they want to do. Like I want them to feel empowered. That's what I want. To go out and seek and conquer, destroy, whatever it is they want to do. I want them to feel like they can do that.
Sure.
Yeah. So one of the other things, from feeling empowered to like the people that may have started with you and didn't finish with you, one thing that you have is like a very unique dynamic with your manager. So I'm gonna ask you, when it comes to your management and that dynamic, like what is one of the things that you feel needs to be highlighted about the role that person plays in your world? Like if you was giving a shout out right now to everybody, like man, one thing y'all need to know about my manager, like this is what it is.
Yeah. It's hard because it's so many things, you know. But if I could just boil it down to something that's a little bit, you know, easily, you know, digestible, I would just say it's almost like somebody who like they champion you when you don't even feel like championing yourself. You know, like they fill you up, you know, when you on empty. And you know, you need that as an artist sometimes, because all the time, really, because you going out in the middle of a field where people shooting arrows and you turning your back and you just stand there and you just wait to get shot and you wait for the arrows to pass you by. And you know, it's crazy, man, because humans will tear you down, man. And don't think twice about it. But just having somebody there that believes in you so much, even believe in you more than you believe in yourself sometimes, man, is you can't buy that.
Right.
You know, so yeah. That's what I would say. Yeah, just that support system. Support, belief, you know, helping you to, you know, replenish and also reminding you sometimes that, you know, it ain't all about just music, you know, or entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Just reminding you of who you are, you know, as a human being, you know, who you are as it pertains to like being a man, you know, or a woman, you know. So yeah.
Man, great game. Great game.
Game.
Shout out to and shout out to Miss Cookie, man. Shout out to management. It don't go without the team. Remember that.
Hey, without the team, we should have all. To piggyback on that a little bit more, in a recent interview, we heard you say that poetry is an abstract form of hip hop. So, how do you find balance between lyrical density and keeping your delivery accessible for listeners?
That's a very good question. I don't, you know.
Just raw and uncut, regardless. How you receive it as you.
Exactly. I think at one point I did, you know, I felt like I have to, you know, this is how I want to do it, but this is how I think people are going to receive it. You know, they receive the best way if I do it like this, but it's like at this point, nah, man, again, like whatever I'm doing right now, I'm building my own world, my own planet, you know, it got its own system, you know what I'm saying, its own inhabitants, and people, y'all got to come to me, you got to meet me where I'm at. And if you can't, and if you don't get that, that's fine. It's other planets you can go to, but this over here, I'm building it from the ground up how I want to do it, because that's what works for me, and at the end of the day, it's what makes me happy. And I know what it feels like to do the opposite of that and try to please people, you know, and try to make sure everybody else is okay before you. And it don't work like that. And when you do what you want to do, you're going to find, there's a lot of people in the world. And I'm sure you can find a huge chunk of people that like what you like, into the stuff you into. You know what I'm saying? Just cater to yourself and the rest of it'll come. So nah, I ain't really sacrificing nothing or trying to change nothing around for nobody or trying to find a medium. It's like, if that's what I want, then that's what it is. If it ain't, it ain't.
Yeah. Period. So we can get down to our last question. And so this one, if there was any song from your catalog that you could go back in time and play for Titty Boy, you know what I'm saying? If you could go back and play that song for a younger you, early in your creative journey, what would that song be to kind of say, look where we at, you know what I'm saying? Look how we are and who we are today. You know, we on this tour right now. What would that song be, and then what would be something that you would tell that person to remind them to keep going?
It'd be still Southern Playalistic. I'll tell them like, bro, Outkast cleared our song, man. Like I know you listening to Stank on here right now, but like, bro, like in the future, we redoing the Outkast record and they cleared it. They signed off on it. Big Boy just followed you. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we working on Andre. we trying to get this flute solo for Andre. You know what I'm saying? But nah, that's what I would tell them, man, in hopes to them with. Cause yeah, you know, I was a troubled youth, not in the way you think, but just, you know, I had a lot of doubt within myself, and there was a lot of times I feel like I could do it, but half of me also felt like I couldn't do it, even to the point where like I thought like, man, you know, I'm gonna be a producer and I'll just be in the videos because I don't see myself being a rapper. I don't think people would dig me as a rapper, or I don't think people would dig somebody who play trumpet and rap at the same time. You know, so yeah, I let them be there because they got horn on it too. So I just let them know, like, hey, bro, just keep doing what you're doing. This gonna be the results. Maybe we can get that a little quicker. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Love that.
What gave you that push?
Oh man,
To get out that head space and
Yeah.
where you can just find like, all right, nah, I believe in myself. I'm finna do it. I ain't even wait no more. I'm finna give it to these folks.
man, I wish I could tell you, bro. I think, and that's a real serious answer. I think for me, like lately, I used to think my talent was, just being a musician or I'm an artist through and through, just coming up with these crazy concepts or rapping or playing horn. But I think my talent is just not stopping.
Right.
It's not giving up, even when it hurt. You know what I'm saying? Even when I be like, God, man, what I'm gonna do? The next day I just get up and do it again. And I think that's what it is. So, yeah.
Staying consistent,
Man.
pretty much.
Real conversations with real people, real talent, man. Folks doing real things. This has been the culinary artist known as Pollo Poppy.
Hey, Paper Man, checking in, man. Y'all know the kid that did.
And we tuned in with Dear Silas, man. What's the closeout drop that you got for the people out there, man?
Hey man, make sure you go stream Cadillac Leather in July. Catch me in a city near you coming up real soon. Go to their website, dear-silas.com. Tune in, tap in with your boy. See y'all soon. Yeah.
You did?
Lock in, sound the hill, we out, man.